Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be about the narcissist smirk. Why do narcissistic people smirk? Not every smirk comes from a narcissistic person, but most narcissistic people will at some point smirk at you. A smirk is when the narcissist is feeling smug over the pain they have caused you, or they've got away with something they shouldn't be doing, or they have great satisfaction in the fact they've done something others don't know anything about. This shows on one level that narcissists are aware of what they are doing, whether that's on a conscious level or a subconscious. Depends on the narcissist and what they've done. Top 7 examples of when narcissistic people smirk at you. The smirk can last for a moment, for a few minutes. Sometimes you'll just get that flash that makes you feel uneasy. 1. When they are purposefully deceiving others and think that they're getting away with it. 2. When they see your pain, either pain you're suffering from external sources, when you're telling them about your experience, something that's happened to you, or your feelings, and for a second you see that smirk, or it can be pain that the narcissist has directly caused you. The look will make you feel uncomfortable, yet you're not quite sure why you feel uncomfortable. 3. When the narcissist rejects your thoughts, feelings, opinions, when they've caused you to feel pain, hurt, anger, frustration through their manipulative games or actions or conversations, when they're refusing to communicate with you or answer a question, and then they have that smirk and walk off all smug because they feel smug. 4. If you ask them about something they've done to you, so they start blame shifting, gaslighting, projecting their own insecurities and faults over to you. All those gaslighting phrases of, if you hadn't, you're jealous. As narcissistic people can be incredibly envious of others, when you start to try and discuss or rationalize with them, or start getting frustrated with them, a narcissist will act in ways to frustrate you. When they are provoking you, it's human nature to want to explain ourselves, defend ourselves. Narcissists get pleasure out of the confusion they cause within others' minds, and you might see that smirk form on their face. 5. If you set a boundary and say no, don't give the narcissist what they want, they will go all out to punish you through things such as those silent treatments, stubbornness, ghosting. When you're upset and they know you're upset, they may smirk as they feel pleased that they've got one over on you. 6. When a narcissist is playing one of their many manipulative mind games, gaslighting you to distract you from the truth, to distract you from reality of their toxic behaviour, then when you're left feeling confused or defensive, you might have seen that smirk crop up on their face, at the time not aware of what it's about. 7. When they manage to gain that reaction from you that they wanted to gain from you in the first place so that they could blame you. A narcissist will provoke you to get a reaction out of you so that they can blame everything on you. People can smirk to deceive others, but also to protect themselves. Just because somebody is pulling this face, it doesn't mean they are a narcissist or that they are toxic. Some people smirk when they didn't get what they thought they wanted, or when they're upset, or if they're feeling embarrassed or shy. With a narcissist, the smirk is malicious, unpleasant, mocking, even an intimidating half smile. The smirk often forms at one side of the narcissist's mouth as they feel contempt. The meaning of contempt is a despising or a lack of respect, full of disobedience, with an intense dislike. Narcissists feel contempt as they believe they are superior to all others, and they think they're entitled to control and take advantage of others. They think if people aren't doing what they want them to do, the narcissist believes that the others are worthless or beneath them. As a narcissist lacks in empathy, they have a complete disregard for how their actions might have affected those around them, only how the actions of others have affected the narcissist themselves. A smirk is formed when a narcissist feels happiness and pleasure in the pain or suffering of another person. The smirk is the narcissist's micro-expression, which is an involuntary flash of what they feel on the inside, showing for a moment on the outside. Through these micro-expressions, people reveal what they are truly feeling. These are when toxic and non-toxic people are feeling an emotion they're trying not to show. For survivors, feeling emotions such as resentment, which is a normal emotion, especially after this kind of experience. Resentment can cause people to smirk when they don't want to show resentment. Still, for a moment, it appears on their face. Survivors of narcissistic abuse can show the smirk, especially when we realise how unfairly the narcissist has treated us. Feelings like jealousy, again, it's a universal emotion, and these emotions are very valid feelings with how much a narcissist puts you through. Lies to you, exploits you, and then walks off with your life, your belongings, leaving you feeling hurt and crushed. At the same time, a narcissist will often swan off into the sunset with someone new like nothing ever happened. This can cause feelings such as jealousy and anger directed towards the narcissist, who has the power to provoke those feelings within you. While you're in recovery, you might feel resentment towards them, as they've trained you to feel as though you weren't enough and you are still putting yourself below them. You may feel shame, you may feel daft, you may feel stupid, you might be after revenge for all they've done to you, when it's not really revenge you're after, it's actually justice. But people manipulate you into believing you're wanting revenge when what you are wanting is justice to be served. Therefore, survivors can pull the smirk. Having contempt towards someone who tried to destroy everything about who you are does not make you a narcissist. It doesn't make you toxic. It makes you human with emotions. Some survivors can also have a happy contempt smile if they find out karma visited the narcissist. Not because you were actively seeking revenge, because you heard some karma hit them. Not all smirks have malicious intent. Some smirks are formed because when we see someone toxic no longer getting away with their manipulative toxic behaviour and justice being served, there is that slight delight. There is no wrong with being happy, seeing justice served. You are allowed to feel however you feel. Sometimes it's not revenge you seek, it is justice. With anger, this is often a feeling we get when someone provokes us or when someone has been unfair or unkind to us. Anger is often directed towards someone who we view as an equal. As you move through recovery, you may lose the resentment and start going through feelings of anger, with resentment coming back from time to time if they are still trying to provoke you or whatever stunt a narcissist is trying to pull. You'll notice more anger towards them as you begin to feel more equal and realise they are not above you. They just coercively controlled you into feeling like you weren't enough, and they do not have that power or control over you anymore. You are far, far from stupid. They are highly manipulative, and we do not know what we do not know until we learn it. A narcissist games are incredibly hard to see when we don't know what they are. Then the stage of anger for those when you realise just how harmful and hurtful they are. They are not worthy of you or your time, as they do not care for others. You may feel pity, the feelings of sorrow for one's suffering. We have to move away from self-pity, which again is a universal emotion and most understandable. Most people have been through trauma. Most people have been a victim. Most people go through the victim mindset. Most people can go through a stage of self-pity, normal human emotions. It's a highly valid emotion with everything a narcissist will put you through. However, that woe is me can bring us down and keep us trapped in a painful past where we no longer belong. We have to work through any self-pity. Pitying the narcissist for things they claim to have been through or have been through can keep us trapped with them. It can keep us going back as they pull on our compassion with their pity plays. When we get to the point when we learn about the disorder, we might go through a phase of pitying them. But understand, we cannot help them. The more you help a narcissist, the more that we forgive a narcissist, the more they use this to exploit us. When we realise we cannot help them yet pity them, we can lose those feelings of anger and resentment for the stunts that they pull, and we can learn to stay away. When a narcissist admiration phase is on, narcissists can over-exaggerate their facial and body expressions. Those not on the disorder can also do this. When a narcissist envious phase appears, they can anger, rage, or have an utterly emotionless face. This is when you could witness the narcissist stare. Many narcissists are good at faking emotions and facial expressions over time spent around others, getting to know people, mirroring people. You might start to notice their lack of facial expressions the more you're around them. Often, a narcissist believes their own lies, so they can come across as genuine and extremely convincing at first. Pay close attention to how you feel around others. Those are your instincts. If you are someone who reassures you, if you are someone who invalidates you, it's not because your feelings are wrong. It's because they have something to hide, or they lack the empathy, or they have the empathy to care. People's facial expressions when you're telling them something or they are telling you are a big giveaway to who they are as a person. When you go to speak to somebody about an experience, about your feelings, they might interrupt you. They might tell you an experience they've had that's similar, to have that two-way conversation, to gain that mutual understanding, to let you know that they know how it feels, to validate your feelings. Or you can have toxic people that tell you their experience and do not listen to yours, turning it on to all about how they've suffered far worse than you. And when you try to explain your experience, your emotions, or what's happened to you, to them, they invalidate you, they pull you down, they leave you feeling far worse. And these are not the kinds of people you want to be speaking to about your personal information. You have to learn to distance your emotions from negative, toxic people. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers, and your continued support with the channel is greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. The channel is all about the narcissist personality disorder. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you're looking for further help and understanding and support overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I've partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link will be in the video description. I shall add into the description the video about the narcissist stare, because that connects with the narcissist smirk at times. Thank you very much for listening. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.